Alright guys, it is Monday. Probably get this video up for tomorrow for Tuesday, but this has the last, this is my Drag Week Friday video, so it'll have the last of Drag Week Friday. Wanted to just throw this little intro on there, whatever, because to remind everybody that we got a lot going on with Sick to Mag. Sick to Mag was out there covering the whole thing. Luke and Pavo were out there covering the event all week, so there's going to be tons of content in the next issue of Sick to Mag for that. And then Luke went right from there. He flew out of there Saturday, flew right to Oklahoma, covering Rocky Mountain Race Week 2. So that is the next Sick to Mag issue, will be Drag Week and Rocky Mountain 2. The first issue, got right here, Midwest Drags and Rocky Mountain 1. We got about another week, about 100 and some subscribers that we can handle for, and then we will sell out of this copy. So once again, for a lot of people who want an extra copy of it, as soon as September's over, whatever we have left as far as issues, that will be available to you to buy extra copies of it. Only subscribers can buy an additional copy. There is no, like, you can't just buy a copy, but you can, if you only want this issue, you can subscribe and then you can cancel, because it's a quarterly subscription. You're only paying for a quarter at a time. So that's it. Remind you again though, this is 190 pages. Halfway through, it flips to the other issue and it covers that. There's only 4 ads in here. Motion Raceworks, Gear Vendor, Steve Morris Engine, Iski. Those are our primary sponsors for everything. So, Sick to Mag, if you haven't signed up for it, sign up for it, because if you want this first issue, you only have another week that if you subscribe, then you will get this first issue. After that, then you'll move on, that you will get the next issue, which is going to be Drag Week and Rocky Mountain 2. So, on to the content or whatever for Friday. I do have an update. Well, I will get you an update this week on everything going on at the shop, because a lot's changed, a lot's getting done, and I know that I haven't covered that because obviously I had the COVID, then I went to Drag Week and I gave you some Drag Week updates. So that's where we're at. Thank you guys for all your support. I think we're about 370 subs from hitting 80,000 subscribers, and that's awesome. Been doing this for 6 months. Love the support you guys have been getting. Also remember, you can go get Sick to Mag shirts. You can get all the shirts that you want, as far as like 1.0, 2.0, Sick to Mag shirts, sickness shirts. All those shirts are available at www.bailey-racing.com. Link in the description for that, for subscribing to the magazine. Awesome guys, thanks for everything, and hey, we'll get you updated with my Drag Week final day. Thanks guys.
Car has driven 760 miles. It has run the quickest pass in the history of Drag Week for a car that has completed the week. There's only one reason why they're making this pass, and it starts with a 5. And he gets out solid with a 105 short cut. He goes for the 8 mile, 194 miles an hour, 599 with an 8. 250, that is the first 5-second time in the history of Hot Rod Drag Week.
Alright, so out here on the final day, we made it back. We actually do a little bit of suffering. Brought the Talladega, 170 some miles out here, so it'd be 170 miles home with it. 1,000 horsepower, probably 8-second type deal if it actually had a cage in it. A lot of people made it back, so you got Jason, you got Bryant, you got him, that guy. The dairy truck made it to impound, so Glenn made it back, Joe made it back, the Volvo made it back, Dave made it back, the Gasser made it back. So overall, seems like a lot of the fast cars made it back here, so that's pretty awesome. And we'll see how they run once they get up there. Okay, you made it back.
We did.
You tried real hard not to, but you still made it.
I'm trying everything I can, okay? You know, I don't really like just having nice stuff. I'm trying to break it in fast.
Yeah, that's why you threw your hood off. You gotta stay here, man. Just kicking shit around. Throwing it at people and shit.
There was a big picture.
Had no issue. The only issue we had was the fuel pump. Anything else was great. Changed one pipe around so I didn't die of carbon monoxide. We were good.
Yeah, I saw that, so it doesn't automatically come right in the door. Oh. They made it back. They were worried about that, so. But the fast cars are getting ready to go up. Give you a glimpse of everybody wants to be first in the lanes for the fast cars, all stacked up. Stacked back there as far as you can see, waiting to be first to run with the fast guys. These people overslept, so they're just showing up to the track. Well, I missed all the fast cars, so I'm a horrible camera guy. Got it turned up?
Not yet.
No? A safe pass first?
turbos too. I am looking for.
The hell's that horse shit?
Don't know. It didn't have any power at all. So I'll sort it out.
Well, it usually doesn't, but
Well,
it had less than normal.
it didn't feel. I was pushing harder and harder like gold. So
You got a leak?
that's what I wonder. If I got a leak, or I'll look at what the.
I mean, that's what I would think is possibly just a boost leak or something that you're blowing stuff off. I mean, you had all that apart, so.
I know. Maybe it didn't. Bert probably did it. Yeah, maybe I got a hose off on a blowout valve, or I'll figure it out.
For a melted one.
Hey,
Well, here's what Jason did.
Who put that back together is our big question.
Clarky obviously was broke earlier in the week, but they got the alternator charging and they're here to make a couple runs. $748,184. That's his first sub 750, right?
Yeah, first time. It's down about 15 mile an hour. Let's figure that out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you guys are actually here to go for 200, aren't you?
I bet you hit a safety. I did turn cruise safety off.
Oh.
Shoot.
Well, that's a good safe first one.
Yeah.
And I'll turn that off and do 200.
No, hey.
Always slow little party. $9.29 and Low Red Express.
You can have a look. That might be his quickest number. 13:53 at 105 in the lane. Can confirm the 929 at 147 miles an hour was the quickest run yet out of the Super Street Small Block Power out of Little Red Express.
time. Is he going to be a hero or a zero? $5.99. Dave's going to make his nice safety pass, wrap her all up, and then I'll mess with the tune-up. Where's Johnny? Is that right, Johnny? I'm in control of the tune-up after this pass, right?
Yeah.
The best pass that they have seen.
Hey, that locks it up. Congratulations, man. Exactly. No, it's exactly what you needed to do. Dave, John, you just did what they said could not be done. Tell us about it. How does it feel to get your second one under your belt? Different car, brand new car, 5 miles when you left.
The goals were to make it to the end of the week and to run a little quicker every day, and I guess we did the opposite of that. We went slower
until today. You went a little quicker.
Yeah,
well, was your first day at 52 then? 54, or was it 54 then 52? Okay.
75. But oh yeah, I think Johnny's life has been shortened. The trash that was the last few months on this. Yeah, it's not the way you plan it, but
it's the way it ends up.
It's the way it always ends.
Even when I was talking to Freiberger, I said, you know what, like whatever, it had 5 miles on before they loaded in trailer to come here. I said, unfortunately, I can tell you 3/4 of the time I show up, that's exactly the condition of my stuff. Yeah. So like, it's just the way it always works out. And like,
when
and
we've
it is
been
what
the
it
best
is.
prepared, we've had the biggest failures.
Yeah.
Well,
we've been in perfect shape. Okay, we're going in this 2019. We were fully prepared. We had a car that was together all summer long. We kick a crank handle, hurt the motor. Day one.
In testing, that was even before day one,
testing,
right?
You're right.
Yep.
That was just a shakedown pass to make sure you're ready for tomorrow.
Yep.
We were fully prepared. But
I'm glad John remembered how to do rocker swap. It's been 3 years since you've had to do all that.
Yeah.
So we show up, and I did the rocker swap, and I mean the motor had been apart. We had a race motor in it. We got a little different motor that we had run for testing. Go to put these valve covers back on with the street rockers, and the ratio is different, so it moves the push rod closer to the top of the head.
Oh, and wasn't clearanced?
Oh no, they were clearance, but I had studs in the top of the head still. The valve covers don't go on. It's like 7 o'clock here Monday night. This place is empty.
Oh.
But Dave Atkins, he's here, and that's when my memory reminds me, oh, we got to put Allens in the top of this. Get these studs out and hang these valve covers on from the top, right? So he rips off and runs to a hardware store and gets us some Allen bolts. And,
Oh, you didn't have the Allens with you? They weren't in your stuff? Oh.
There was crickets out here too.
Oh,
Everyone was gone.
empty. There's nobody here. So, you know, that's how it started, right?
Oh, and then we put on the 28s.
Oh yeah,
Car
they
won't turn left.
They didn't clear the fenders. And we didn't have a hacksaw or anything, right?
Nothing to
we're
clearance it.
side cutters and an X-Acto knife and a file. So we filed that, got a little clearance, and you know, we got to the room. Hey, and then it's the same thing though. The first stop, woohoo, high five. It's a victory, right?
Yep.
Get to the room that night, woohoo, that's a victory.
Yep. No, that's the thing. Is like I followed the route to the first stop, and I mean I left way before you guys left, and then I get to the first stop. It is already 6 o'clock, and I'm like looking at the thing, and I'm like, screw this, GPS to the hotel. I get on the turnpike. I still don't get to the hotel till 9 or 9:30, like as a direct route in a brand new Durango, and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't think I'm missing this year. Like thinking that like, hey, and anything else, that's at least 12 or 1 in the morning.
Your
Like
spirits have been very high all week. Is it because you're not involved?
exactly. I'm just
Drinking beer,
it's all easy.
enjoy the cruise control and air
So
conditioning.
hey, did the suffering today, brought the Talladega. I'm like, oh, I can suffer a little bit.
It's got air though.
Air, double overdrive, like yeah. Yeah, that's
build.
80 miles an hour, 1800 RPM. Like
Monday
that's my suffering.
Monday was the rough night. That was like 3 in the morning when we got there.
Yeah. And then he says, oh, he tells Freiberger, and I'm gonna rat you out here. He says we slept in. Bullshit.
I didn't tell Freiberger.
Oh well,
So-
he told what's her name?
Yeah.
Bethany?
Well, she's like, why were you guys late? And I asked
Oh, they
her, "What time do
announced
you wanna
that.
wake up?"
Yeah, they announced that on Overslept.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there, everybody's asking me, I'm like, I had breakfast with them, so I don't know if they're doing the complete changeover at the hotel
You know that
or what they're
airport
doing.
right beside the drag strip?
Oh, yep.
We rolled into there, and there's this Navy SEAL dude. Well, we didn't know he was a Navy SEAL, but an old dude. But you could see, like, you know, big old guy. And it's like, hey, can we work on our car here for a little bit in the shade? He's like, yeah, sure. So he's chatting with us. He had an L88 Corvette.
Oh, nice.
And then we got to talking about wars and stuff. It's like, oh, you're a Navy SEAL. Nope.
No, and that's the thing. Like the first day, the first night is actually always the worst because you're like, wait, I still got to do that 3 more nights.
It's a long
Man,
way.
that sucks. And then the second, then it gets a little bit easier. Then you're like, oh, well, I'm halfway.
'Cause you're used to it, but you're
So-
also getting used to it. Because really, how many of us have went and done 300 miles except
Right.
for a year before?
Yep.
If you're, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing how quick it becomes normal, though.
Yep.
Like, within a couple hours, it's like,
Yeah, no, it gets
sitting there
comfortable.
idling at the lights, you're not worried.
It gets comfortable. Which actually, like I was looking at that, do you have to sit on an angle or like to miss that one bar? Do you
Yeah,
put
I
a
just
pad
tuck
or
my
something in
shoulder
there?
under it.
Okay.
That's the neck breaker.
I'm like,
gonna go pretty quick.
John has to have a sore back by the time he gets anywhere with that bar like right there by his shoulder. So,
It's not that uncomfortable.
okay.
Yeah, my only complaint was the pedal, the throttle pedal could have been about.
That's what you
know,
said, but there's room to move it.
Yeah, that you know, I was by the end of the night, I'm like, whoa.
He told me that Monday that like that thing's getting moved.
I got a kick out of your sick magazine riders. We're driving along in a Nissan, and they were complaining about the wind noise off of the smoking vents, you know, in front
Oh.
of the A-pillar.
Yep.
They said, this wind noise is going to drive me nuts this week. I said, really? Oh, you poor bastard.
Suffering. Yep, suffering. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
2-time winner, 2 different cars.
We're halfway to you, Tom.
Yeah, and flawless performance. But you know, now you don't get any excuses because you know what? That's a 5-second car. So no more candy ass in it. Let's get a video of the wagon with the blower on it. Oh, okay. I'm like, what's that all about? Hey, Jeremy. lot of cars lined up here. We got the Volvo first on the list.
Oh yeah.
6, right? I don't care what's after it, doesn't matter. $6.99, I don't care.
Just a slow 6 now.
I don't care. Slow 6 is fine. Just we need a 6. Got all the impound guys in here getting ready to go. Got Joe Barry in there, ready to get his 6 in for the week.
Hi, Tom. I'm gonna do.
Joe Barry's made excuses all week. Rear ends and gear vendors and tires, and none of them actually ended up ever being bad. And we got Brian coming up. You do know that you're coming real close to matching me on how dirty my car is at the end of the week. Your shit's always shining. Right. And look at all these fingerprints.
That's an indication you don't know where out it is.
Oh yeah. Because you know this shit's always shining. About time you showed up.
Thank you.
Heard a rumor they were calling closing the lanes at 2. Hey, that's one of those sick to mad guys. There's all kinds of people back there all suited up with helmets on in your lane. I'm like, you know, the Swede up front isn't even dressed yet, but...
You know what time they're closing track today?
Everybody has been looking at throughout this LS Turbo Volvo has been equipped at 7004. It has one of the 790s right now. They struggled at Byron, Illinois. They struggled on a path earlier today. Everyone is absolutely dying to see
Hey, $10 doesn't stick. $10? Take that bet. Take that now. Yeah, I'll even take it now. 729, 186. 729, Zach's best pass. That's his first 720. 739.
And Joe Berry making his presence known. This car unfortunately struggled throughout the week very, very badly. It's an unlimited iron class car. He was winning initially with a best pass during this drag week of 7.000. Earlier, meaning prior years, he did run in the 690s during drag week. It hasn't happened yet. As a matter of fact, he slowed to 884. He pulled the rear end and had to take a 20-second number.
Not quite, 200 miles an hour.
704.5 at 200.18 for a car.
Looked good. I thought it was going to go
Oh, I thought it was going to go 6. Yeah. All right, we got Brian.
And here comes Brian. Number 2 overall at drag week. He has got an average of 6.959. Earlier, I did the unprofessional thing and declared a win for Dave Schroeder. Based on the fact the gold stone right now would need to run a 585 in order to catch Schroeder. Never catch gold stone again.
Yeah, I told him that his car almost has as much oil on the side as my car does at the end of the week.
This is running in the unlimited category. He's currently in 5th position there. His quickest time so far, 7:33.
Coming up soon?
Here's the interesting story about Johnny Moss. That silver Camaro has got the power plant from myself back in 81 years ago.
And Low Red Express. That thing looked good.
miles an hour, 785 at 145.
That was all breaking up out there. 780, shoots her out early. Sound like it was breaking up out there.
Oh, it's breaking up bad. Looks like it's red limiter or something going on. Dang it. I bet you didn't shift. I should have shifted, but... Ah.
Short times look good.
Yeah, look good. Even I thought it was going to be a good time.
Oh, you got the grill and everything taped close now.
Oh, yeah.
Lonnie Tibbs is down on the line in the car that did it his very first pass of the day, which will end up being his only pass of the day. He has been unlimited. He had his first fly off right here in Martin, Michigan on his very first day. He launched the bar and launched the hood all at the same time. Our photos online pointed out. His best time so far, 7:8:35 at Indy. Run 7 the best time. And us, 973 at a... And I hear Volvo noise. He's already locked down his class win. He's already run 6.935. The only thing left to do is to lower his class record. When we entered the track today, he was leading start by 7 Volvo 240. Fine European sports car, now powered by a 861 at 161. Parachute out, all good.
Oh well.
Next,
861,
still have a bunch of cars in lanes. Oh, the cars in lanes are for the bracket race. Let's see what else we got going on here.